Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Bailey. Welcome back to everyone and welcome if you're new. I normally give new subscribers shout outs, but I do not have any that I can see today. So I can only see you if your account is public, but welcome anyway. I have been seeing you all subscribe the last few days. So today we are basically going to be having a continuation of yesterday's video, which was should I borrow from my sinking funds to pay a bill that I need to pay today, or should I use my grace period, which is 10 days. This is with I'm sorry guys if you hear the furnace in the background. It's really cold here. Well, not really cold, but for Michigan. We are going to, I'm going to go through the comments to see what you guys said. I wasn't going by like a poll of what I was going to decide to do. I was just kind of seeing like what you guys think, so that if I did make my choice, I wanted to see which one I would pick. And if you're new here and you're wondering why I'm late on paying a bill, or could possibly be late or have to borrow from my sinking funds, it's because we normally do Uber and Lyft, me and my husband, and we're just getting caught back up after some things that happened this summer. And so we're just getting caught back up. We're current, and we've been working towards like the next week's bills. We've been building our sinking funds up for things that we need in our savings and stuff like that. But my husband just had a job this week that normally we would have money for any supplies or anything like that, but we had to use some of our cash for the supplies for the job. It wasn't a huge job, but we just didn't have anything, so we have to buy our stuff like by the 5 gallon. So we used our own personal money because we hadn't really had a job in so long that our business money was pretty much depleted. And I know that I heard somebody say like I need a business credit card. We did have a business credit card before, but because we don't really, it's a lot of stuff that we shut down and stopped with our business because it was costing us money, because we don't have as many jobs anymore. Like, we can have more jobs, but with my husband getting older and me not working with him as much anymore, I can't because of the chemicals. It messes with my chest. We do floor maintenance, so anyway, we haven't been doing that much job. We just been kind of holding back a little bit with the work that we do with our business, just to preserve our health. And so if it's like a light job or something like that, then we'll still do those. But for the most part, we're not doing like the huge commercial floor maintenance jobs that we used to do. It's good money. It's really good, quick money, but it can mess with your health. So anyway, we're going to see what I'm going to do. I wanted to go through the comments to see what we were, what you guys said. But first, I did want to say that the UPS did come out. I told you guys we did have that money in there. You saw us cashed up that. So I did just want to jot that down so I wouldn't forget. And this is the next thing that's due. Today is the 20th. So the Honda is due today for $900. We did cash the $450 for it last week, so thank goodness for that. So we really only need $450 more dollars. Whether I could wait for the check to come, which could be a gamble, or I could, because normally this company pays us like the next day, no later than 2 days late. Or I could just borrow from our binders. So that was the question that I had from you guys yesterday. And then I also have these things that's coming up, like tomorrow, my credit card and these little things. So anyway, let's go ahead and see. I'm going to screen share. I have my iPad next to me. So I'm going to screen share if I can get to it. Okay. I'm going to screen share and see what you guys said. Okay, so I'm starting from the bottom. Okay, so grace period, grace period, grace period, grace. This person, and on Amos Money, said borrow, grace period. And then Tamara Smith said I would borrow from the binder and pay on time. Borrow, that's DD Love 162. Dina Liversage said borrow Annie said borrow. Chris Wadsworth said borrow and pay the bill. Okay, use that grace period. Grace, borrow from your binder. That was Rhonda. Use grace period. I would borrow from the binder and do it all the... Oh, I do it all the time. Oh, okay, that was Berna Thompson. Okay, grace period. Heart. Let's see. Borrow from the binder. That's Donna McClinton. Grace period. And then if you have to use the binder, which I should be getting this check tomorrow, but I just can't. Even though I'm thinking about making the decision right now, I think let's see, sinking funds, keep your account current. That's Christian, Texas. Use fish sinking funds. I would get a business credit card to use in the future for supplies. That's budgeting with Tracy. So I just answered that one. Pay with the grace period. I think we all need a little grace at times. Your job will replenish what you were short on. That's renovations. Renovations. I think that's how it goes. Grace period, reevaluate in 5 or 6 days. I don't think I need 5 or 6 days. Penny Pension K-Mac said I would pay on time. Use binder money, Michelle. Let's see, for sure, I would say grace period, maybe controversial, but there would be a lot of moving around. It would just be easier to keep everything there and use the grace period. I definitely thought about that. Grace period first, borrow last. Grace period, I think having the family trip money together, since it's so close, might be better. Whatever you decide would be right. Borrow the money from your binder, Mary Johnson. Grace period, then borrow, Joy Quest. Let's see, I'd borrow, but you won't need to borrow the full $450 because you are going out working. Have a great day. And that's the thing. That's it says Joseph Bailey, but that's actually his wife, Mary and Joseph. I just thought about that right now. I am not going out working. Like today is Thursday and I haven't been to work. Well, I did go to work on Monday, but I haven't been to work because we're still working with the one car. So I will be going to work on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But, Saturday and Sunday can go either way with how much money you can make. Let's see, borrow from the binders and replenish so it gets paid. Grace period since you expect the money by Friday. Let's see, borrow from the binder to pay on time and put it back when you get paid for the job. My son is calling me. I gotta call him back. Make the minimum payment, not $900. If you are short for the minimum payment, borrow the shortage from the envelope after you get paid, then pay the difference from the $900 and pay back the envelope. This is my opinion. So I'm not sure what they're saying. I know on Capital One, I could pay like what I would have to pay in the week, like $200 or something, or I could pay like the biweekly would have been like $400, which is like the $450 I have. I could pay that, or I could pay the whole $900. So maybe that's what they're saying. I'm not sure, but that's an idea. I would pay it on time, borrow from the binders. I would probably borrow from the sinking fund. That is the farthest day out. That allows you more time to wait on the business check and pay it back. That is really something to think about. Pay on time so you don't have to worry about it later. Say grace period and whatever money you earn. And if it still comes up a little short, then use some of the binder money. So always pay on time and never use the grace period unless you have an actual emergency like injury or loss. That's Bethany Thomas. Let's see, I would take $200 out of each binder and cover the cost of the Jeep. Some of you did email me yesterday, and I know instead of leaving comments, and I do know that one person did say please don't use your mom's binder, because I don't know if you guys remember last year, we was saving for Thanksgiving to go see my mom and dad, and we never went. Something ended up coming up. Oh, we used the money in the binder. Kind of like the same situation right now, but not this, because we do have the money. It's just one day off. But at this point we end up, and then we just said, oh, we're not going to go. And then we said we were going to go for Mother's Day, and then we didn't go. And then my father passed in July. And so I never got to see him in person again. So that's what one of me and the people in the email, we was saying, like, we're not taking the money from my mom's thing, because I'm really trying my best to go see her next week for Thanksgiving. But anyway, so use the money from your binders, pay on time, and refill them next week. And then the last one, oh, that's talk about the sweet potatoes, but it's still the same video. All right, let me turn off this screen sharing. Okay. And then let me call my son right quick. All right, guys. That was my second oldest. He said he saw a car like mine that looked like it was in the ditch. And then he said he was trying to make sure it wasn't us. I'm like, oh, no, it's not me. But thank him for checking on his mom. Okay, so anyway, guys, when I tell you I thought I had my mindset when I started this video, but now that I'm reading everybody's comments, it kind of got me like a little bit confused again. So here's my thing. I don't want to be late, even if it doesn't show up late on my thing, on my credit or anything. I don't want to be late because I'm going to trade that Jeep in sooner than later. Like, as a matter of fact, when I get off this video and get it all edited and stuff, I'm going to call up to the dealership and see what's going on, because I've never seen a dealership hold somebody's car this long without calling you. And unless I'm missing the number, but they've called me before and it says their number, it says who they are. And they also said that they would communicate with me during, with text. So I'm pretty sure they can't figure out what it is. Just like the last place couldn't. But if you can't, like, you still should call me, you know what I mean? But anyway, either way, I can't drive it. So that's why I haven't been pushing forward, with calling them. And I also have to call Sam's Club. Like, y'all ordered my tires last week. Like, where are they? Me and vehicles, I just don't understand when it comes to people communicating with me with my vehicles. I just don't understand. But anyway, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use the one person's advice of taking money out of the binder for the thing that's furthest out, and that would be Nicholas. This is my grandson. His birthday is a few days after Christmas, so I have well over a month before I would have to even think about putting this money back, even though I'm going to put it back sooner than later. But this would allow me to not be so stressed about putting the money back, and then also fulfilling things that, other things that we need. Like, one of the things for me to do is to stuff his envelope this week, stuff $100, because that would have been the $500 that we needed for him, for anything that we was going to do for him for Christmas and his birthday. So, but this will give me time to make up my mind of how fast I'm going to pay it back. So I'm going to take the $400 out from Nick. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84. That's $400 we're going to take from Nick. But I'm also going to take $100 from emergency fund. And we are going to we're going to put it right back. So let's take 100. Okay. Let's do it like that. I'm going to take a $100 from emergency fund, and that's just as a little safe, like, buffer. Like, Mr. Bailey does have money in his account. I do have money in my account, but we don't know what we're going to need. It's stuff that we need as far as things around the house. I have stuff that's coming out tomorrow, like this credit card. And then these things, like if the check wasn't to come in, even though we're both going to be going back to work, he's probably going to be going tonight. After he probably gets a little rest coming back from doing his job. So he's probably going to go out and do Uber, and then I'll be working. But this stuff will also be coming out, the 19 and the 17 and stuff like that. So I'm just going to put just a little bit extra. So at least I know what to put back in there. I'm not even going to do the tracker on this emergency fund, because I'm literally going to put this right back in tomorrow. Like, no matter what kind of money we make, I'm putting that right back in. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do with oh, and that's also I'm sorry, 50 of it is to go, because I told you guys I had 450, but I needed the other 450. So 50 of it is going to go to this, and then the other 50 is going to be like for these little things that, like, even though I'm going to pay this on Friday, it's probably not going to come out to Monday, but sometimes it may come out on Saturday. So, and then these two little things are going to come out. So I just want to make sure I just had a little bit of buffer in there, that which would be like $50. So I'm going to take this 500 along with the 450 that we cashed stuff last week, and I'm going to go ahead and pay the car note on time. And then I will just keep you guys posted on how I'm going to pay Nick back. Like, I might just, like, if we get the check tomorrow and I pay it right back, or am I just going to like split it up over the next couple weeks? Because the other thing that I've been thinking about is that me, Mr. Bailey, and the kids, we're going to be leaving on Wednesday night. After the kids get done with work, we'll be leaving on Wednesday night to go see my mom. So that means that we only have, well, we never count Mr. Bailey's Sunday night money towards this week's budget. So we have Sunday night for him, Monday night and Tuesday night for him. And then we'd have Monday, Tuesday, and possibly Wednesday for me, depending on if we've packed or when, how I get things together like the days before. So we're going to have a short week. Also, so that would also give me time. This would give me time. I'm going to, like we said, we already going to be cash stuffing 100 towards him, but maybe I might just put just another 100, or, maybe just another 200 next week. I'm not sure. It just all depends on how everything flows, like what time he gets back tonight, if he will be able to go to work, because we don't want him out there tired and sleepy driving Uber, you know what I mean? So anyway, I have done enough yapping. I need to edit this video and get it out for you guys. It is 10:46 a.m. and I try to get the videos out by 1 o'clock for you guys. So I will definitely go ahead and do that. And yeah, so if you made it to this point, thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. And thank you so much for commenting yesterday and leaving your input. It really did help me, even though it got me back confused one more time, but it did help me. But thank you all so much for that. And I will see you guys tomorrow with some kind of video. It's going to be an update, on this, on what we're going to do as far as paying everything back and starting, cash stuffing towards these sinking funds. But if you did make it to this point, thank you so much. If you could just leave me a comment, even if it's just an emoji, that helps with the channel, because we are monetized on here. And all of the, hey, I get paid tomorrow from YouTube. I forgot. Oh my God, that helps me out so much more in my brain about me being able to pay this back. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Okay, I don't share like how much I make on YouTube. I just normally just put it in my weekly budget, but I keep forgetting about YouTube. But anyway, I was saying that we are monetized on here, and all the money that we're making in 2025 and beyond, we are putting towards our debt, which I do have a Cash App loan that's due tomorrow. So while I'm talking about that little extra $50 that I need for a buffer, it's gonna really probably go towards this, if hopefully Mr. Bailey can go to work tonight. But yeah, that 500 is basically spent. It's 450 for the car note, and then it'll be $50 left over, which I think the Cash App is 57 or something like that. And you guys know I haven't been trying, I don't want to get it back. I'm trying to pay it off. So yeah, that's, oh man. Okay. So anyway, now I'm thinking like about a lot. That's a whole different thing that's going on. But anyway, guys, I've been trying to close out. So thank you all so much for your likes, your shares, your hypes. All of those things help too. And I will see you guys tomorrow with some kind of update, because now I got to sit here and budget and rethink of what I'm going to do with this check and my YouTube money, because that definitely will help. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching.